See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say double on person, elders agree, most and rule well, or teachers or persons in the truth, and we see salutations, so the accurate pushing within no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we say Shalom. That's basically going into some news here, and just about some hours ago, the WHO came out and declared that the mpox is a national health emergency, right? A globe, as I say here, who declares mpox a global public health emergency, right? Now, I've been there. Before I continue, before I bring some stuff here, I'm going to go down a little bit, right? Now, this was some of the things that I saved to do a video upon. Now, I want to go back down here to a prior date, right? This is August the 5th. Now, today is what? Today is the 14th. And on August the 5th, all right, and like many previous videos that I did mention how they was talking about the mpox becoming a global threat, right? Now, this article was posted August the 5th, which states new WHO reveals list of 30 pathogens that could potentially cause the next pandemic, right? And there was going into a list of stuff that different diseases, different pestilences that could cause our next pandemic, right? Now today, that was the 5th, and some hours ago, they declared it to be a global emergency. Now again, this is just a story that the time that we're in, and we don't understand that the things that the devil would be doing you understand? And the things that they would bring. So don't get tied up with what it is going on, right? That is why you have to be circumspect, right? Let me bring a script here. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6. Let me read from verse this was going into the wilds, but let me go to Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15, right? It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise," right? Because as I said, they listed, going back down, they listed what? 30 pathogens that could potentially cause the next pandemic, right? And then today, they released that what is considered the next one, right? Which is the city mpox is a global public health emergency. This was so, and I was tracking it here. Now, as you can see, I see some of the articles from this. Majority of the times I was given news from this particular page inside a paper, right? And they've been posting this. They have been posting about it for weeks ago, about the mpox, right? And as I say, WHO experts debate whether. So this was the debate whether mpox now a global health emergency. I believe it was yesterday. It was Africa CDC. They announced it to be. That's not. I think I had it here saved. Do I have it here saved? No, I don't have it here saved, but yesterday they announced it to be the African CDC announced it to be a global threat, and today they came out, right? The WHO came out to state that it's a global public health emergency, or WHO's schedules declares global mpox emergency. Now with this, they could bring back down the lockdowns. You understand? And this is where and again, this is what the devil aiming for, right? So that's why it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Yes, so redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right, and we head into these days. Things they've been doing on the previous lockdown, and imagine what they could do with this one here. Imagine what they're coming to do here with this one. Right? Let me see if I could read some of these. Let me see if I could read this article here. It says the World Health Organization on Wednesday declared the mpox surge in Africa was now a global public health emergency. Now, this is, as you can see, right? If you notice, these things are always starting somewhere, because the mpox, if you go back to when it was first announced, right? When it was first announced, places like America and England were the first to get it. All of a sudden, there was surge in it in Africa. But nonetheless, It said was now a global public health emergency, sounding its highest possible alarm over the worsening situation. Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I've accepted that advice, right? And right, so this was the next one I was telling you about. Africa CDC likely to declare mpox health emergency, right? And so on. Now, one of the things that you have to also put into consideration is that recently it had the Olympics, right? And if you go and look up the news report about the people who went to hold the who was there taking part in the Olympics, they are coming back with diseases, just like how you talk about. It's like how you see in here. Let's say the polio. They was mentioning that this what they say here as well. I see this devil. Hey, this devil activate, right? He activate because they want to send 1 million polio vaccines to Gaza, right? But as I was stating, so those guys who went across there for the Olympics, they are coming back now with diseases that they say are spreading, and this being one of them, right? And just like the other stuff that other diseases with it, right? So you have to watch and take on what's going on around the world. Hey, we in those evil times, right? I'm going to go to a scripture here. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15. You know, there's so much of stuff happening right now, right? Like, for example, if you subscribe to that Insider paper, which is the news page, the reason why I subscribe to it is because they are quick with the news, and they are more accurate than majority of the other sites that I go to. They just to put up something because someone said it. They actually, find out if it's true or not, right? So that's why, like I could bring out the August the 5th, where they was talking about the 30 pathogens that could cause another situation, right? This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15. Let me go to verse 27. It says, "For now the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him." Right? So it says, "For now the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them." So just like people believe that you'll come out and things are going to get better. No, it's not. You're going to remain in them, and it's going to get worse. Right? It's going to get worse. You see, God shall not deliver you because ye have sinned against him. And that's a heavy thing by itself, right? So you have to be aware of what's going on, what is taking place, what is happening around the world. Let's see something here. See, and these things are being sent from who? From the Lord. Even though Esau may be creating it and so forth, these things are being sent from the Lord. Hey, at the end of the day, the end is being what? Made what? Manifest. The end is being made manifest. Right? So yeah. So take heed to what is going on around and again. So they declared it to be a public health emergency, right? So you don't need coming days, you're going on here, and coming months, you're going on here, a host of stuff about this, and hey, you never know what will come from it. Another lockdown, this one, and there were like articles that mentioned that the next lockdowns to come down are going to be more serious than the previous one. Could I find that? All right. What I was trying to get is some of the articles that was shared with the lockdowns. The next lockdowns would be worse than the rest. But I'm not seeing it here. But once I find it back, I will do a video upon it, right? So hey, we in that time, right? So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that when it's apostle and elders, agreements, and a ruler, the teachers, the apostles, and shoot. And we say salutations, so the alchemists, the pushing within the truth and sincerity. Day in and day out on the country, in season and season, we say, Shalom.